I was thinking a lot about what to offer audiences. Sorry, I feel like I've really been giving you guys the shoulder. I've been thinking a lot about, about what to offer audiences after the last little. It's been a wretched couple of years in many ways. For a whole lot of reasons. And it feels like there's a lot we have to talk about and a lot we've got to get our heads around. But we also have to make sure we keep creating space inside our minds to receive ideas and to take on board everything. And sometimes that means that you need to kind of like step away from reality and enter into, the kind of other worlds of the imagination, the sort of spaces of fairy tale and mythology that I think just their function is to create the honeycomb that's just but not the honey or something. I don't know, that we need to open up some room in order to find our way forward, because if it's sort of relentlessly serious, which life is at the moment, then we actually can't cope. We need to kind of break that open in a way. And when I was a young man, I was living in Brisbane, let's just say that much. It was rough. I was lost. But I discovered this piece, and it does something to your imagination, and it kind of says to you that it is possible to see your way, to kind of imagine your way out of things. And, just to be glib about it, it felt like everyone's been in the woods in the last couple of years. It's a magnificent piece that uses kind of like extraordinary wit, some of the most brilliant probably the most brilliant lyric writing in the last few hundred years, incredible plotting. It starts as a comedy, but as it develops, it sort of becomes more interested in sort of wisdom and loss, but in a way that always remains buoyant and full of love and full of hope. It's a really extraordinary piece of incredible inventiveness. And I asked, we're putting it together late, but I asked Justin if he would be in it to play the baker.
Oh. And you didn't see me do this, but I went like that.
Oh,
it's such a gift. Like, the show's a gift. That role's a gift. I've always wanted to do it.
Oh, good.
I'm so excited. Like, other than aside from it being an amazing piece, I'm so excited. What else should I say?
Maybe you could tell everyone just a really sort of like direct what is it? What happens?
Okay, so it's fairy tale. Act 1 is about what you wish for, and Act 2 is what happens when you get it, after you get it, how you deal with it, how it changes you, how it breaks you, how you have to fix yourself again. So it's about so many things.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all know his work, but this show particularly, the way that he sets up a motif and it builds and it seeps into your brain, into your heart, and teaches you as the show goes on. So you get this great joyful sort of Act 1 and everyone's, getting all the things they wish for, and then using the same motifs that he's kind of sort of injected into you, just flips it, and you've kind of learnt the language by that stage, but it's kind of turned on you, and as the characters go through these changes, you really experience it as
Beautiful.
well.
Yeah. It features all of the, all those fairy tale characters we all know so well, but it's a kind of great mashup of them. In my mind, it's having done Angels in America and Glass Menagerie, I really do see this as the third of kind of three great masterpieces by gay American dramatists from the last 50 years alongside those plays. A little bit like Angels in America, it's a play which probably you'd kind of like go, how the hell are they going to do that at Belvoir Street? It shouldn't fit. But that actually that's part of the magic of it, that finding ways for this stage to meet that play and to find solutions to those things is that what that does is force acts of imagination into the process and in the kind of like into the room, that I think is what makes this, is what this theatre is about. It also, look, there's a lot of cast still to announce, but we can say that Tamsin Carroll will be in it, who is an extraordinary performer, and how wonderful to be continuing the Carroll family legacy. Tamsin is Peter Carroll's daughter, and the incredible Esther Hannaford, who was last here in Mr. Burns, will also be in it. It's the first time I think this company's ever done a Stephen Sondheim musical. When Sondheim died last year, the great Australian critic Peter Cravens called him the Shakespeare of music theatre, and I think that there is great truth truth to that. So it's not how we end our season, but it is how we're ending tonight's announcement. Our not last show is Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods.